And welcome back to Love Your Food. This week we are doing a beautiful marinated and grilled squid dish, and we'll show you exactly how we did that. First, I'd like to remind everyone we have an affiliate link with Chef's Temp. If you need a kitchen thermometer or a meat probe, please check out the link in the description below and use code LOVEYOURFOOD on checkout for 15% off your order. In the meantime, let's get going with our ingredients for this beautiful grilled squid. So here's our squid. It is what they call pineapple cut. We've got some minced garlic. We're using jarred this time. We have hot pepper, dried hot pepper, a lime, some just neutral oil, some sesame oil. And that's it. Really, really simple. Super easy. First thing we're going to do is blitz up this dried pepper. This is one of our homemade or home dried peppers. We grew these on our balcony, which turned out really, really nice. And you want it pretty fine. We're just going to mix this into our marinade. So that goes into the bowl. And then we're going to use the zest from a whole lime. Get that beautiful zingy sort of lime oil in there. And we're also going to use the juice from that lime as well. Now limes are easy, they don't have any seeds or anything, so you don't really need to strain them when you're squeezing them in there. And you don't really have to worry about getting pulp in there, that's fine, it's not going to hurt anything. And you don't have to worry about the seeds. We're going to add in our garlic. Now this is just minced garlic. You can buy that in a jar. You can mince your own garlic or make the paste that you've seen us do before. A little bit of neutral oil. Now we are not adding a lot of, or any actually, salt yet. We're going to do that just before it hits the grill. In goes the sesame oil. And the reason we're not adding salt just yet is we don't want to draw too much liquid out of the squid. We want this to marinate. We want it to soak in. We don't want it to reduce or pull a lot of that water out of the squid. Now we're going to set a bunch of this aside, and we can use that at the end. We're just going to sort of drizzle that on top. You can also baste with it if you like. And we're just going to leave some of it in the bowl, and this is what we're going to marinate in. Now you can see this squid, we got it frozen, already pre-cut. You can do this with squid rings, squid tentacles. If you know how to, butcher squid yourself, then you can do that. That's fine. We got some that's already been cut. So like I said, this is called pineapple cut. And it's really nice for grilling because you get those little sort of crispy edges and it doesn't overcook. Now this is something you do want to do a little in advance. So we gave it a good toss in that marinade. And now we're going to put it in a container with some of that marinade and let it sit for a couple hours. Now some of those smaller bits are going to be harder to grill, but we'll do our best. And now that's going to go into the fridge, and we're just going to let that sit and marinate for a little while. You may want to turn it every once in a while, just sort of flip it over and make sure that all of it's well coated and has a good, is soaking up that really flavorful marinade. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attach this to some skewers. Now this marinade, or this squid I should say, the way it's cut, it works really well to sort of curve onto these skewers. So we're just going to put the skewer in two different places and let it sit like that. And there you go. You do want to soak your skewers, if you're using wood skewers, you want to soak them for a little while before so that they don't burn when you put these on the grill. Now we're using a little cast iron hibachi. Now there's some leftover with the squid in it. You don't want to store that too long after it's had the raw fish in it. A little bit of salt on it now, just before it hits the heat. And I'm sorry I couldn't show the grilling. Our lighting was not ideal outside for that. But you can see it's got those beautiful little crispy bits on the edge. It's really, really tender. You don't want to overcook it. You want to make sure you're not cooking it for too long. A little drizzle of that marinade at the end, and you're good to go. That's it. It's really, really delicious. If you like this recipe, please do like and subscribe. And if you have any recipes you'd like to see Chef Caleb try on the channel, please let us know in the comments below. We'd like to thank our patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like to support us there, I'll put a link to that in the description below as well. And remember to love your food.